Welcome. So this is part 2 of video tutorial for FDP worksheet 109. So in part 1, we learned how to make a pie chart from a frequency table using our virtual protractor. Now part 2 is how to work backwards. In this case, you are given the pie chart already, and now you have to work backwards to complete the table, okay? So no problem, we can use our virtual protractor for that one as well. So this table shows a survey asking people what movie they like, okay? So we see that Jurassic Park over here, 15 people voted for it, okay? And Insurgent has a measure of 95 degrees, okay? So let's put our important information on our pie chart already. We know Jurassic World, okay? 15 people voted for it. And we know Insurgent has a measurement of 95 degrees, okay? So how are we going to figure out the measure of the other angles? Let's use our handy dandy virtual protractor. Say hi. Hi. Okay, so tick on the picture again and then tap on your protractor and try to estimate it to be in the center of your pie chart and pull it to enlarge, okay, until it is roughly the size of your pie chart. Oh, but before you do that, see, there's a problem. I can't see the lines anymore. So I'm going to move this to the side first, and then I am going to use the shape tool, okay? And I am just going to extend the lines so that when we put our protractor on top, you can still see, okay, the lines that represent the different parts of the circle, okay, of the pie chart, okay? So tap on the picture again and slide your protractor back. Okay, so now you can see the lines and you can make the protractor even bigger, okay? So another thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to rotate it so that the 0 over here corresponds to this line over here. So it's easier to count, okay? So tap on the picture again, tap on your protractor and rotate. There you go. So there you go. Okay. So I'm just going to move it a little bit. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now let's check if the measurements are correct. So it says that Insurgent is 95. So let's see if it's correct. Let's count. Okay. So I'm just going to use the red. So each one, the long ones corresponds to 10. Okay. So let me write it outside. So each of these long lines corresponds to 10, okay? And the short ones correspond to 5, and the even shorter one corresponds to 1. So if you look here, from 0 to here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, I forgot, there's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? So let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 5. Okay, so you can see we are correct. Oh, why did I write a percent there? It's 95. We've been doing percentages so much. Everything to me is a percent. It's 95 degrees, okay? So as you can see, it matches 95, 95 degrees. Okay, so let's count from here to this side, okay? So let's count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. Okay, that's about 85 estimated, 85 degrees. And so let's count from here. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so we're estimating, okay, we're estimating to the nearest 5 or 0, okay, because we are just using a virtual protractor, okay? So this would be 30, degrees, okay? And 30 would be 10, 20, 30. Now what, Miss, you said this was 5 before. How come now you're counting it as 10? Because, see, we started with 5 here. So let me just erase some of these, okay? So we started on here, 5. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? So now, since our starting point is a short line, all the short lines are now 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, okay? So that means this is 90 degrees, okay? And from here, if that's 90, this would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 degrees, okay? Miss, that's so messy. We can't see the sections. No problem. Tap on the picture, tap on your protractor, and there you go. You can put your protractor here again at the side. Let's put it over here, okay? And there it is. You can see where the lines are and the measurements of each section, okay? So we know pitch perfect is 85 degrees, so might as well put it on already. Pitch perfect, 85 degrees. The Avengers, 30 degrees. Jurassic World, 90 degrees. San Andreas, 60 degrees. And of course, Insurgent is 95, okay? So if you add all of these, okay, it will total 360 degrees, okay? If you don't believe me, check your calculator now. Okay, next. How will we look for the percentage? Okay, I think Miss Nas forgot to give some more information. Okay, it's not written anywhere, the total amount of people. And we need that. We need the total amount of people, but it's nowhere here. It says we can work backwards to figure out the frequencies from the pie chart. But how? Okay, by using this too. Okay, we know the size of the angle. So 90%, we need to find out what percent of the circle is 90%. And we do that by dividing 90% by 360. Oh, not 90%, sorry, 90 degrees by 360. Why 360? Because a full circle has 360 degrees. And 90%, as you see over here, 90% is just part of the whole circle. Okay? 90% is part of the whole circle. So, let's use that to calculate the percentage. Okay? So, 90 divided by 360 is equal to 0.25. Decimal. Decimal to percent, you multiply by 100. So this is 25%. So Jurassic World, okay, occupies 25% of the pie chart. Okay? It measures 90 degrees and it occupies 25% of the pie chart. So how can we use this information, 25%, to calculate the total number of people who were part of the survey? Let X, okay, let's do algebra. Let X equals total number of people, okay? let X equals total number of people. Now that means I multiplied the total number of people by a percentage. So I multiply this amount by a percentage, and then I will get the number of people who voted for Jurassic World. Because 15 is 25% of this amount. Okay? So let's write an equation. 25% of the total number of people, okay, see here, 25% of the total number of people gives you 15, okay? This is from your worksheet, percentage of a quantity. I think it's worksheet 106, percentage of a quantity, okay? Except we don't know what the quantity is, okay? So how do we do this? Again, remember, you cannot add, subtract, multiply, or divide by a percentage. So you need to make it into a decimal again. Okay? And 25%, okay? 25%, percent to decimal. You need to divide by 100. So 25% divided by 100 equals 0.025. Okay? So you end up with 0.25 x equals 15 divided by 0.25 divided by 0.25, x is equal to 60. So just by using the information here, we were able to calculate that there were 60 people who voted. Okay? Now, how do we fill out the other areas? Well, you need to calculate the percentages for the other movies. Okay? So I'm gonna help you. Let's do one. Okay, so I'm gonna erase this. Okay? So how are we going to do this one? 30%. 30 degrees. Why do I keep on saying percent? 30 degrees. So 30 degrees divided by 360 degrees is equal to, divided by 360 is equal to 0.0, okay, 0.083 repeating, okay? Round to 2 dp. 2 dp only. So this is equal to 0.08. And how do we make 0.08 into a percentage? Multiply by 100. So the decimal point moves 2 to the right and we get 8%. Okay? Now, how do we know how many people 8% is? So make 8% into a decimal again. Okay, which is 0.08. So 0.08 times the total number of people, 60. So this is a fraction, a decimal, or percentage of a quantity. Equals, so 0.08 times 60 is 4.8. But you can't have 4.8 people. What? Is that person missing a hand or an arm? No. You round it to the nearest whole number. Okay? So this would be 5 people. Okay? So I'm going to leave you at that. And you try to do it by yourself. Okay? So I hope this tutorial helped you complete working backwards. So, as my virtual protractor says, thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.